Hey, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, perfect. Can you please respond on my questions? So it will be much easier for me, to have a two-way communication for this particular session. Okay. And today, like in the mobile app testing, we are not going to bore you with the theoretical part, but I'm going to tell you about the practical part of mobile app testing. So, like if you have already know about a little bit about the website testing and little bit knowledge about how these web application can be tested, like by seeing my last or previous session. So this mobile app testing can be easier for you, or even if you do not know anything. Like let's suppose Anurag do not have any knowledge about cybersecurity. Anurag, can I assume this? Anurag, can I?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, I can assume this. Very good, great. So it will be better if you can turn on your camera, so it will be a two-way communication, and I will be able to see you, and you can also see me as I'm turning on my camera. So like it will be much easier, just because it's an industry connect program. So basically, with this session, I actually wanted to train you for the mobile app testing industry. Not like within this 45 minutes might be possible be you won't be able to cover up the everything, but yes, at the 40 to 50% level, you are able to work within the industry in mobile app testing. Because in mobile app testing, the companies are doing testing in various platform, and there are multiple method through which we conduct mobile app testing. So I will take you to the little bit practical part as well, and will also let you know about the difference between different types of a testing that we generally do. When you see it's a mobile app testing, so generally people think that it's a functional testing, it's a unit testing, multiple testings are there. So no, it's a purely security testing that covers those bugs.
Sir, the call went on mute.
Oh, sorry, I'm sorry about that. Okay, so in this session I will let you know about all those practical tools that we generally use in the industry, because I am also a mobile app tester. So on a daily basis we used to test mobile app like Android and iOS. So how we do the testing, that is the important part, not the theoretical part. What is mobile app testing, need of mobile app testing, and scope of mobile app testing? I think you already know about what is mobile app testing, and like you already know about like what is the need of it, because everybody is using a mobile app now these days. Everything is switching to the mobile app because it's much easier for the user also. And remembering a domain name, it's a big task, rather than having an application installed on your mobile phone. So like the scope of this mobile app testing is much bigger, and there are multiple startups, those who are coming randomly with their own idea of a mobile app. And when they build any application, so they do not waste time on doing a security testing of any application, and this may lead to some kind of a vulnerability that exists in their mobile app. So like with this session, you are able to do at least 30 to 40% of a mobile app testing that is running in the industry, and rest of the things that require a lot of efforts, like doing a manual testing of any mobile app. That for that I will give you a guidance, so that you can do a little bit practice on it, and you can pursue your career in a mobile app testing. So without wasting time, let me share my screen with your permissions. Can I share my screen, guys?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. I know it's a evening time, and might be possible you have a very tough schedule, like early in the morning attending the colleges. But yeah, this is a industry connect program, so I think so. Like it will be beneficial for you to have this class for 45 minutes, and within 45 minutes, if you are able to learn how to do a mobile app testing as per the industry standard, then I don't think so that it's a bad idea to attend the class, and to be more attentive in this class. Okay, so let me share my screen. I've already shared it. Let me pop out the pictures. Perfect. Okay, so it's a typical PPT, a traditional PPT. Okay, but initially we need to start with this mobile app testing. This side Tapan Kumar. I am a YouTuber, senior pension tester, auditor, and a researcher. Okay, in like from the last 13 years, I'm into the cybersecurity. Like when I was in 11th class. Till that time, since that time, I'm into the cybersecurity, doing mobile app testing, web testing, network testing, IoT testing, multiple testings are there. Okay, so in the today's class, let me take you to the what is mobile app testing, because once you tell anybody that I am doing a mobile app testing, so they think that you do a functional testing, that just because there are multiple type of a testing in mobile app are there. So but we precisely focus on a security part of it. Mobile application security focus on a software security posture of a mobile application on various platform. Like it's not limited to one Android, but it's like for mobile, when you conduct a mobile app testing, so you should know about Android, you should know about iOS, you should know about Windows Phone as well. This cover application that runs both on a mobile phone as well as tablet. So when we generally do a mobile app testing, so I am having an iPhone. When I do a IP testing for a iOS, So in iPhone also, in the mobile phone also I need to test, in the tab also I need to test. So both the application must be secure, and on the both platform I need to check the security of it. And especially like your first question, Tapan, that I do not have any knowledge about Android app testing or iOS testing. So where I should start? So initially you should not directly jump onto the Android app testing, because you will not understand anything, and it's a big challenge in Android, because setting up a lab, it's takes around 1 day to maintain an entire lab, to run the applications, to check on which platform you are running your application. So it's a big task for any beginner if they directly come into the mobile app testing. So initially, first of all, you should start with the web application testing. First of all, do a little bit hands-on, like 1 month hands-on on a web application testing. You understand about the OWASP top 10. You understand about how these bugs can be exploited, and what are different kind of a vulnerability, how to use a burp suit. Once you are used to with all of these tricks or techniques, then only you should come on a mobile app testing. And in mobile app testing, you should start with the Android, because the things are much easier. Like when we do a web testing, so basically we have a browser, inbuilt browser in our laptops. We directly add a burp suit in our like we directly install a burp suit, and we start scanning and testing bugs on desktop. So there is no challenge in running doing a web application testing. But in Android phone testing, you have to use a different OS, not a Kali Linux, but you can use a customized different OSs are also there, that I will show you just after this theoretical part. So that you need to use on 3 level. We generally conduct a mobile app testing. And trust me guys, in the industry, around 85% people do not conduct a thorough testing of any mobile app. Because recently I've done the mobile app testing for the I think you have heard about the Airtel Thanks app. Do you know about that? Anybody who know about Airtel Thanks app? Anybody? Are you there, guys? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Like two-way communication will be better, I think so. So no, it will make you more attentive in the session. Okay, so like recently we have tested this Airtel Thanks app for iOS version. So in Android application testing, there are a huge number of a tester which is already present in the market. For web application, there is a big number of big numbers are there for web tester. Then after that, there is a little bit lesser in Android app testing. And then after that, it is a bit more lesser than in iOS testing, because iOS is a very typical testing, and in that you need a devices also. Emulators are there, but then also you need a hardware device like iPhone. I need for a testing. Tablet I need a testing. I need for testing. MacBook I need for a testing. So gadgets are little bit costlier. So that's why nobody, well, like most of them do not focus on a iOS as compared to a Android. Okay. Then after that we have a Android, Windows phone testing. So this covers like this involves accessing application for security issues in the context of a platform, or the platform that they are designed to run on it, the framework that they are developed with, and the anticipated set of a users, example employees or end user. So like when you do a mobile app testing, so it's not only the mobile app that you are going to test, but you are also going to test a platform on which you are going to install this particular mobile app. And you should also know, like if the data transmit between the client and a server, like within your mobile app and the server, then how these information, like how these like data is transmitted between the app and the server. Is it encrypted? Like if you are somehow you are able to download the SSL, and you are able to get the information if the app uses a HTTPS connection or not. Because on a web you are able to see it, like on the top of it you are able to see the green bar is there, HTTPS. So you understand the website is secured. But in a mobile application, you cannot find out that it is running on a HTTPS or HTTP. So that thing we need to test during the communication between the mobile app and the server. Okay, so multiple level of a testing is running in the market. So I will let you know about each and every type of a testing. And if you do not have any knowledge about mobile app testing or web testing, then also after this session, like after 30 minutes, you are able to test at least 30 to 40% of a mobile app. Okay, so mobile application are a critical part of a business online presence, and many businesses relies entirely on a mobile app to connect with a user around the globe. So like it's important, like your Instagram application, you can use it by using a web application, but it's not that much easier. For most of the feature, you have to come back on a mobile app only. So, and there are multiple application who are running their own mobile app, so it's easier for you also, because it's capturing a big market, as well as most of the businesses are dependent on it. Like TikTok is there. Okay, so through the mobile application you are able to create your videos. Through web you cannot do it. Okay, even in Instagram we cannot go for a live, like if you are using a live feature in an Instagram, through the mobile you can do it, but from not from the laptop you can do it. So there are multiple challenges that we are facing in the industry, so that's why the mobile app testing is recommended now these days. Now, first of all, let's talk about some common issues that affect mobile application, include like storing or unintentionally leaking sensitive data in a way that it could be read by other application on the user phone. Let's suppose Anurag is accessing a mobile phone, and it is he installed one application. Maybe it's an e-banking application where a login page is there. He tried to log in into his e-banking account, providing his username and a password. Might be possible the password is incorrect, and when he click on a login button, so application throws an error that this is not a right combination of a username and a password. So he think that, okay, might be possible the combination is wrong, so he will try another one. But do you know that the error that throws that is that is displayed on your mobile screen is somewhere stored in your mobile phone itself. There is a logcat file which stores some kind of these information. So you have to identify that if you are running any application, then what kind of a sensitive information it is storing into my mobile phone. Even like your mobile phone contain a database where whatever you are doing in your mobile phone, or whatever you are storing in the mobile app, so it is stored into that database as well. So you have to see, like, is it a plain text, or if somebody also have an access of this particular data. Like if you remove that application, then also that data reside on the mobile phone as well. Because I work for the Oppo mobiles, I think you know about Oppo mobiles. So when we do any testing of any mobile app that is launched by the Oppo, so we also test the platform, because like they give us the mobile phones. On that we install that application, and then we test both the things. One is the platform, another one is the mobile app. So that's an important part of it. Implement poor authentication authorization check that could be bypassed by malicious application or user. Might be possible you have the authentication on your mobile application, and this can be bypassed, or this can be uh, you know can be evaded by any of the other application or malicious application. They can directly access your data. Using data encryption method that are known to be vulnerable or can be easily broken. I think you have heard about WhatsApp GB and WhatsApp plus plus. It's an alternative of WhatsApp, because that contains a multiple other features also, like storing some status, or you can download the status also. There are multiple other features that they are providing, WhatsApp GB and WhatsApp plus plus. Like few years back only, you have heard about this news that the WhatsApp GB and WhatsApp plus plus, if you are using WhatsApp GB and WhatsApp plus plus within your network, then anybody can see your WhatsApp chats, because they are not using a HTTPS connection. And within mobile app, you cannot find out that. But during the testing, you need to identify that your application is using an encryption or not. Okay, then transmitting sensitive data without encryption over the internet. So that's the same thing. Okay, so these are the common issue, and there are many other issues that is listed in the OWASP top 10, like improper platform uses, insecure data storage into the database of a mobile phone, insecure communication, like when you are when you are sending any information you know from your mobile application to the database, to the server. So between that, if somebody tries to get the information, so he can do it. So it comes under insecure communication, insecure authentication, insufficient cryptography, insecure authorization, then poor code quality, code tampering, reverse engineering, then functionality, extraneous functionality. So these are the OWASP top 10 that is listed by the OWASP community, and these are the top 10 vulnerability that you need to find out in any application. So when you go for a mobile app testing in the manual one, so you have to check these 10 points minimum, and these are not the points, but they are the method that you need to check. So might be possible in one of the vulnerability there are multiple, in one of the category there are multiple vulnerabilities. How many of you know are familiar with the OWASP top 10? Can I have this question? Anybody? Yes, do you know about OWASP top 10? Vidushi, Rahul, Ishika?
No, sir, no idea about it.
Okay, you are in which semester?
Sixth semester.
Sorry,
Sixth semester.
you are in sixth semester. And have you
Yes.
ever attended any session on web security or mobile app or cyber security?
No, sir. This is actually not my field.
Okay, it's not your field. So you are sitting here just to learn new things. Am I right?
Yes, so I'm just gaining, knowledge, and I'm feeling really very interesting.
Yeah, it's really
So yeah.
interesting. Like, there are very less amount of people, those who are able to test the mobile application. So if you are one of them, then definitely you will have a good opportunity in the jobs as well. Okay, thank you for your response. Anybody else?
Thank you.
Anybody else, do you have any knowledge about OWASP top 10? And Ishika, if you pay attention within the session, within the like till the end of the session, you are able to test the mobile application at least on from a automatic method, not from the manual method because it requires a lot of practices. But from automatic method also you can test the application, you can generate a report, and you can submit to the any organization till the end of this session because 30 minutes is left.
Okay, okay.
You-
Looking forward to it.
yeah, sure. Noor, can I get a good response from your side also?
Yes, I'm there.
Okay, so like you are in which semester?
So second semester, first year.
Second semester, first year. So do you know about OWASP top 10 or have any idea about cybersecurity?
Sir, I'm a EIML student, so I have basic idea, but not that much.
Okay, great, great. So I get to know about like what your basic knowledge, so that from that only I will take the session. I play regularly, but I'm not from OWASP top 10 spot out and gives reviews on a web app security. Very good, yes, very good. Like for web application also it provide the OWASP top 10, but for mobile app also it provides a OWASP top 10. For API also it provide a OWASP top 10. So it's a big community, and based on the reviews, based on the yearly analytic, it provides OWASP top 10 vulnerabilities. Okay, Rahul, may I know your background, please? Rahul, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, your name is looks like a Shahrukh Khan only.
No, sir.
Because in most of the movies Shahrukh Khan take this name, Rahul. Okay, so do you have any cybersecurity background? You are in which semester?
So second semester.
Okay, new to the cybersecurity.
Yes, sir.
Perfect, fine, no issues, no issues. So now let me take the session from that particular point of view. Okay, so OWASP top 10 is basically an organization. Okay, it's a kind of a organization that look after for all kind of a vulnerability that is running inside all over the world. And based on the analytic, it find out that this year, not regularly it provides the OWASP top 10, but based on the analytic from the last 2-3 years, it identified that which vulnerabilities are identified maximum in the industry. Based on that, it ranks the vulnerabilities. So in OWASP top 10, when you are going for any audit, when you are going for any testing, so everybody will ask you like, have you like on which standard you are going to test your mobile application. It's same like when you are going for a college admission. So they will ask you, are you a CBSE board or are you a your state board? So when we say we are a CBSE board, so it means it's a standard. When you say I am I belong from a state board, so it's a standard. Getting a point? So in the cyber security, when you are testing anything, so they are looking forward for a standard. So OWASP provides a standard. Based on that, you need to test the application. So it provides a 10 categories. In all of those 10 categories, you have to test that application. You have to identify in which category this application fails, and you have to provide a POC. It means you have to provide a screenshot that in this category it's not performing well. Getting a point? So OWASP top 10 is a big name in the field of a cybersecurity. Like from the 13 years, I'm keep following OWASP top 10 only. Okay, as a standard, because when we go for a testing, generally people ask me that which standard you are going to follow. So we generally say OWASP top 10. So when you go for any organization, they will ask you which standard. So always say OWASP top 10. Okay. So now we do not waste time on doing a theoretical part because it's already half an hour. Now we will focus on a practical part. So in industry, we have a different type of a mobile app testing. One is a automated testing, another one is a manual testing. Guys, this is a very important part of this session, because if you understand this, at least with this session, with this 45 minutes or 1 hour, you can say that within 1 hour you are able to perform this automated testing, because it's much easier, and people are paying thousands of rupees to get the simple report of automated testing only. Like if you if somebody came to you, if they want to test their mobile application based on OWASP top 10, so what you can do, you can directly use these automated tools, upload their APK, generate the report, and submit to them. It's that much easier. But slowly when you start increasing your experience, when you start understanding different kind of a vulnerability, then you can start explaining them the report also, like what this report says, and like what the impact of this vulnerability on your mobile application, for what vulnerabilities are false positive, if like they are the software say that it's present, but it's actually not present. So automated testing is much easier, and people are paying 1,000 rupees just to get an automated testing, just because if you are developing any application and you are taking this application to any of your client or investor or anywhere on the internet, if you're going to launch this application on the internet, then you need a security testing report as per the GDPR rule. GDPR rule recently added in the in the Indian government. So that stands for, like, if might be possible you are a small organization or you are a big organization, if you are storing any user data, and if any day that data compromises by any mean, then there will be a huge penalty on your company. The government will ask you for each and every document. They will they will ask you for different kind of a testing, like have you done the testing, then why you have launched this, and why you are taking why you are putting the customer on a risk if you are not done the security testing. So there will be a huge liabilities that that happens after this. So every now these days, every company, a small scale company, medium scale company, a big scale company, looking forward for a mobile app testing, especially for their mobile app. And in that situation, for in that scenario, for a small scale industry, for a small scale company, those who are having a turnover around 10 lakhs to 50 lakhs, if you can provide them this the report of this particular software, then also it is workable for them. Okay, so at least from this session, I just want you to learn this automated testing, so that you can also start doing it, and you can start also sharing the reports with them, and slowly just reading the reports, you understand what are the bugs, and you can start explaining them how to patch that particular bug. That will be very much helpful with this 1 hour session, I think so. Okay, then in the manual testing part, it requires little bit expertise of a proxy software, that is a burp suite, the Santuku OS. Like I think you have heard about Kali Linux. How many of you heard about Kali Linux? Anyone?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Thanks guys for giving the response. I must appreciate you, because it's a evening time, and yeah, like from since morning you have attended your colleges also, having a tough schedule, and then also you are sitting here and responding to me. That's a big salute for you. Great. Thanks. So like you have heard about a Kali Linux. When we say like I'm into the cybersecurity, so everybody will ask you, do you know about Kali Linux? So, but for mobile app testing, we have different operating systems. For mobile app testing, you can use a Kali Linux, but if you are using a Santuku and a Mobile Excel, these two are the one of the best OS in the mobile app testing. Not only in India we are using, but around the globe we are using Santuku and a Mobile Excel. Now your second question, Tapan, like everybody say that it's the best one, can you please show us why it is the best, and can you please show me some demo how to test these applications, so it will be it will become more useful for us. Am I right? Are you expecting this? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. So like for manual testing, you need a burp suit, Santuku, and Genymotion. So these are the three important things that you need to do. But initially I will start with the automated testing, so that at least you can perform also, and we will have time to explain the automated testing process, and how to install it. Okay, so without wasting time, just go come back here on the lab.
So,
Yes, please go ahead. If you have any question,
so
please ask me in between also. Yes, please go
sir, like, which is better, automated or manual?
ahead. See, for
Which is more precise?
sorry.
Which is more precise? Like, generally, automated things are more precise and more accurate than manual.
No, it won't be like that, because like when you say it's an automated, so definitely they will generate a false positive. and there is no verification of that vulnerability done by any particular human, because it's based on a response, what you are putting as a payload. Like if you are putting something in the response, if you are getting something, based on that it will identify that it's a bug or not. I'm just giving a small example. Like when we say SQL injection, do you know about SQL injection?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so in SQL injection, like in SQL, we have a time delay feature. Okay, so if in the input field we are entering a payload, okay, in which a 10-second is specified. Okay, so like when you enter this payload into the input field, and within after 10 seconds, if you are getting the response, then your software say it's a bug. Am I right?
Yeah, right.
Okay, but when you do a automated testing, so definitely at that time your systems generate a lot of requests on the server. So server won't be able to handle the request, and slowly the response time increases. So might be possible after 100 or 200 queries, your application sends a SQL query payload, and your server is sending a little bit delay in the sending delay in the response. So automatically the response time is a 10-second. By default it's a 10-second. So when you enter this SQL payload, the server will respond after 10 seconds. Your software says it's SQL injection, but it's a general behavior of that particular server, because there is a huge traffic on that server. That's why the server response time is increased. So this is called as a false positive. Your software says it's a SQL injection, but actually it is not. And for a automated testing, like for a automated testing, you cannot perform those attacks which require more than 2 or 3 steps. Like brute forcing you cannot perform on a, like broken authentication vulnerability is there. So brute force means like entering every possible username and a password you cannot perform by using an automated tool. Like when you when you copy the URL and enter it into the software, so it will not directly perform that brute force. Manually you have to provide the path, manually you have to do everything. Getting a point? So it's in the industry, manual is more recommended, but it is much costlier. The initial app testing start with 48,000, 50,000 minimum, and that app you can easily test within 2 or 3 days or maximum 4 days. And for that companies are charging 40,000, 50,000, and more than that also, because like the application that we used to test is of effort of a 9 days or a 10 days. Companies are charging 2.5 lakh rupees for one application, and that application we can easily test within 9 or maximum 10 days with a report writing as well. Okay, but for a small scale industries, because they do not have that much budget, they have around 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, maximum 25,000 budget. So what you can do, you can recommend them for a automated testing, because they do not have that much budget, so they cannot go for a manual testing. So initially just for 10,000 or 15,000 you can give them an automated testing report also. That is also reliable in the market. Okay,
Okay, thank you.
you're welcome. So now first of all, let me take you to the mobile Excel. Okay, so mobile Excel is an operating system. Okay, you can install this operating system, you can download this operating system directly from the internet, but it requires a huge internet. From here you can download it. It's a free of cost, you do not need to pay anything, but it's a 12 GB software, so definitely it's a big one. Okay, the default username and password is 12345. For entering into it, just need to type 12345, and you can download this particular operating system, and you can directly open this OVA file in this virtual machine, VMware. Do you know about VMware?
Yes, sir.
Perfect, fine. If you do not know anything, just let me know. No issues, because we all are here to learn, including me also. Okay, so like after downloading this, you just open this mobile Excel, and it looks something like this. In the starting, it will ask you for the login. Let me lock the screen. Okay, in this way, 12345, just unlock this machine and you are into it. So here you can see why it is important. Like, why don't we use a Kali Linux if it is already there for the hacking? But just see the features of it. It is having an Android zone. Okay, it is having an iOS zone, and another one is a pen test zone. So it means based on the what mobile, like during the mobile app testing, what kind of a application, what kind of a software that you generally require, it contains each and everything based on the platform as well. Okay, so here you can see in Android zone we use a Frida, then objection, then DB browser for SQLite, then this one, then Pitcat, then Burp Suite Community Edition, then Android Studio, then JADX GUI, then MobSF and MobSF Image Manager. So these are all are the for the Android application testing. Okay, then Girdara is there, then R2 is there, then all these are the application which is basically used for testing in iOS. So in today's session, I will let you know how to test a mobile app for Android or iOS by using automated testing, which is very much useful, and it provides a very good report. Okay, so you can use this like you should go on a Android zone. There's a MobSF is there. MobSF is the best tool for doing an automation. First, the first important thing for this tool is that it's a free of cost. You do not need to pay. If you want to pay, then you have some other platforms also. Here you can see AppNox is there. It hardly cost around 1,000 or 2,000 rupees. You just create your account over there and upload your application. It will give you a report. It's that much easy. It's not that much not that much costlier. Just create your account, start your free trial, just create your account, and here you can see the pricing also. You can check it out. Pricing is not sure. Just directly go on a sign up your account, and if you have a mobile application, upload that mobile application here. It hardly charges around 1,000 or 2,000 maximum, and it will provide a report of it. That is the automation testing. Okay, AppNox is a good one. Another one is let me share the link so that you can just copy down this links also. Use it when the company will tell you use a licensed software. So in that condition, instead of having instead of purchasing a big license, you can use this one. If you are using AppNox and getting a license for one application and paying around 1,500 rupees or 2,000 rupees, so you can charge 10,000 rupees from the company. Okay, then another one is a ImmuniWeb AI for web application. So here also you can upload any application, it will run the test and it will give you the report. It's also a good one.
Tapan sir, we have a question in the chat box.
Yes, sir. Let me take it. Sure. Very good. Sir, how can we reach any mobile company for our report submission or to test their application? Very good. Nice question. Yes, because I know how to test application, but how will I approach them? So basically what you can do, you can just search for the MSME records, because in every states there are MSMEs. So you can search for those MSME, small size or startup companies. You can check their application, and directly you can on their email ID, support email ID, you can directly ask them that my name is this, and attach your LinkedIn profile also, because it's an important one, and try to update your LinkedIn profile on a regular basis, because it's a very much important part, because everybody will look for your LinkedIn profile. Like if I'm providing training, so definitely you have also looked for my LinkedIn profile. You will check over 13,000 connections are there. So he's a renowned one. He's doing good in the cybersecurity market. Then only he is teaching us. Getting a point. So just attach your LinkedIn profile, and there you need to update regularly update your LinkedIn profile based on technology that you are learning, based on the bugs that you are finding. So in this way you can do it, and then ask them if you are able to, like if you want to test your mobile application, then I am here to test your mobile application, and we can have a call on it. So in this way you can directly communicate, just directly mail them. What happened? They will not reply. No issues. At least you have tried for it now. So I think this is the best way. And in cybersecurity, basically references actually matters. So just build your good references in the cybersecurity, and definitely you will get a work. Okay, got it. Great. So here you can see in virtual machine, open okay, I've already displayed this one. So these two are the good platform where you can do a testing, automated testing. Okay, but these both are they both are the licensed one. In that you have to create a license or purchase a license, and then only you are able to upload your application. But something is also there which do not require any license. So that is MobSF. Use this one. It's a good one. Even we are also using MobSF. So when you click on a MobSF, automatically this terminal open, and in the below, like after, like as soon as this particular terminal open, it will give you a link. Here you can see listening mode on this one. 0000 colon 8 3 times 0. It's a port number of it. So directly just right click on it and click on open tab. So automatically it will open. Hmm, let me open this one. Yes. Okay, so this particular portal will open just select this one, go in an Android zone, click on MobeSF, a terminal will open, and after running it will, you have to do not need to click anywhere, you do not need to install anything. Okay, it will run, it will, after running the code, it will, you know, tell you that on this location, on this particular address, you can run your MobeSF GUI version. Okay, directly hit this URL in the browser, and you are able to see this one, upload and analyze. So what you can do, you can just download the application, what like you should download the APK file or IPA. The best part of this MobeSF that it works on both the things. iOS also you can test, and Android also you can test. So what you need to do, here you can see Androgot. Use this application, it's a buggy application. Okay, Androgot. So I will just share this link. It's a buggy application because when you test anything on a buggy application, so you understand when you enter this payload, then what will be the response. So it's a response from a buggy application. So when you are going live, and if you are testing any application, so, and that at that time also you are putting the payload, and you will get the response. If the response is different, then might be possible that application do not contain a bug. If the response is same, that means that application contains a bug. That's why it is always recommended to start your testing, or to start doing a practice on a dummy one, and then go on a live one. If you directly go on a live one, you will find a lot of challenges. It's not that much easy to find out the bugs. Getting a point? Okay, so Androgot is the best one. So what you can do, just copy this one. Try to paste it. No, Androgot. That's this one. I'm just sharing this link. What do you need to do? Just install this mobile Excel. Okay, and within that only you need to open this, and here only you need to download this APK file, so that you will not have that issue to transfer the file, because for that you need to install a VMware drivers. Here you can see reinstall VMware driver. So you have to install it into the mobile Excel. Now here you can see, just after downloading, just drag and drop this application over here, and after that it will take some time, like based on the how much like the size of the application, it takes a little bit time, and then it will show you the report. And this is a basic report, and it's a decent one that you can share it with your client. And if they are looking for a security testing, not to show off anyone, but for the self analysis, so that they can identify which vulnerabilities are there, so you can use this one also. But remember one thing, dynamic testing identify more bug than the static one. Because in a static analysis, they will only check for the manifest file, they will only check for the code. Small thing it will check related to the application code level issues, it will check manifest file, Android manifest file, it will check if there is some issue into it, into or not. But it will not run the application, and it will not identify the bugs, okay, into it. Like while running, you cannot find out the bugs in MobeSF. That's why it is showing static analysis, because there you are uploading your application with the code itself, with the configuration file itself, it will find out the bugs. And it is also one part of the testing, because static analysis is an important one, and checking the manifest file and other configuration file of this application is a very important. Even if you want to download the Java code of this application, directly download it from here, click on it, you can directly download it. Then after that, view source, if you want to view a source or smally, then you can directly click on it. But for that, basically you need to understand how to how these applications are built. So basic thing you need to understand, then only you can do it. So here you can see permissions. So some permissions are required, like external storage. So when you are using this application, so it is allowing it is trying to get the permission from the user to store the data in external storage, like in your memory card or somewhere, some other location. So that's why it shows it's a dangerous one, because if the application is storing data in external storage, then definitely might be possible while deleting the application, it will not delete that data, or somebody else, some other application also can read it. So these are the permissions. Then Android APIs. So these are the APIs like crypto, execute OS command. So even you can see the code also, like when you click on a root, here you can see. So each and every line code is easily visible. Go back, then go down. Network security, here you can see base configuration is insecure, configured to permit clear text traffic to all domains. So it's a really important one, because if you are allowing any domain to to transmit information from this application in a clear text, then it's a cryptographic issue. So from a network security point of view, it shows high. Then base base configuration is configured to trust user install certificate, so this is also not allowed. Now here you can see debug certificate. So if you do not understand about the each and every vulnerability, then what you can do, you can just search for this particular vulnerability on the Google, so you understand it more clearly. Then here you can see debug enable for this application. So it means it's like debug. Why we enable debug mode? So that during the development, if we found any error, so we are able to see it. But during the production, like when you are putting this application on the internet, so you should disable this debug mode. That's why it shows it's a high vulnerability. Even the code analysis part, here you can see now CWE, sensitive information into the log file. This is based on OWASP. So it scan the application based on the OWASP top 10 standard, and based on that only it will identify the vulnerabilities into it. So for that, you need to understand what is OWASP top 10, and you should know about like how these OWASP top 10, what is the responsibility for each and every vulnerabilities or categories, whatever it is. Now here you can see, so a detailed information is already given here. Now file analysis and domains listed with this. Here you can see these are domains that is listed in this application, the URL that is already present into this application. Okay, now these are all of the information. Here you can see one email ID is also found into this application. Without opening the application, you got these details. Getting a point? And then the strings. Here you can also find some passwords or some other information, which is very, very much useful for you if something is hard coded into the code. In this way, you can analyze this one. Okay. Now, after this, like if you want to export this report, then you can also export it into the PDF file. That is an important one, and your client is looking for this report only. So here you can see MobileSF Android static report analysis report. So here you can see insecure app, the name of this application, version is 1.0. Here you can see the medium risk is there, and date and time also present into the report. Package name is there. Package name is very much important for any APK. In the below, if I will go down, so high is 5, medium is 10, 2 informational, 3 secure, and 1 hotspot. This is the file information with the MD5 hashes. It's really important because when you are making any changes in the application, like let's suppose if I've done the security testing of any application, okay, and what that security testing, what the security testing defined that till that time, whatever app features are present into this application, we have tested all that feature, and we have found these vulnerabilities. Might be possible developer modified something into the application, and that application got hacked. So they will come to you and they will tell you that you have already tested the application. Now it's got hacked by any hacker. So how this is possible? You have not found this issue, and now that hacker found this issue into our application. So the hash value represent if there will be any modification into the code part of that application. So what you will do if that application got hacked? So what you will do? You will download that APK again. You will generate a MD5 hashes, and you will compare it with this report. And if the hash is changed just because your code you have changed into the application, so your responsibility now you do not have any responsibility to answer this question, that why these application got hacked, because you have modified this application without my permission, and you have not done the testing again. So this validity is void now. So that's why it's always recommend to enter the MD5 hashes or any hashes, SHA-1 or SHA-256. Then this is the app information. Now here you can see app component certificate information, then application permissions, because it's really very much important. If your application taking unnecessary permissions, so then it become a dangerous for the users. Then APK ID analysis, then network security, everything is there. And you can share this report to any of the developer. For a small scale company, it is okay. But for a small, for a big company, definitely it's not okay. You have to, do go for manual testing. And for manual testing, you need to learn about Gen emotions. And there's a Santuku. Santuku is also a Hmm. I think I forgot the password of this Santuku machine. Sorry about that. I forgot the password. Sorry. Okay, so this is also a good operating system. If it might be possible, if your Santuku is not running, because you will find a lot of challenges while running Santuku and a Genymotion together. Because when you are running these two things together, because Genymotion is a simulator. For running this application on your mobile phone and then connecting with your laptop, it takes longer time. Instead of this, what you can use a simulator. And simulator, you can run your application. You can install the application here only. It will give you a virtual mobile phone. In that, you just install everything, any application, you log into the application, and all these traffic is captured into the Santuku operating system. Here you have a burp suite also, where you manipulate the things. You can do anything. You can also enter into the mobile phone. You can also check for the what data is stored into the mobile phone, what is the lockcat file, everything you can check it. So these are the two integrated platform that you can use it. It is basically used for manual testing. And if these two platforms do not work, because sometime, because now these days the application do not support an older version of Android. So in that condition, you cannot use this one, because in Genymotion we have an older version, and in your phone, your application do not support that mobile phone. So in that condition, you have to run the burp suite. With the burp suite, you have to run this application on your mobile phone. You have to configure it with a proxy, and then you do a manual testing. It requires longer effort, and it requires a little bit expertise. Then only you can do it. So that is a basic difference between manual and automated. In automated, you will get the bugs which is based on the configuration file and a source code. But in a manual testing, you are able to find out the logic flaws. You are able to find out uh, you know bugs which is related to your functionality, which is present into the application. Okay, so manual testing, focus on a manual testing if you want to survive in the market. Always focus on a manual testing, because automated testing is done by anyone. Like AI can also do it. So there is no big task of doing an automated testing. But initially, if you want to develop your interest, go with the automated testing. Read the reports, find out that particular bugs which is present in the report, and do a little bit of research part of it, and try to submit that report to your client, or maybe someone who basically like coming from a small scale industry, and they want to test their application. Submit that report to them. Help them to patch the vulnerability, and slowly develop your manual testing skills. So I think that's all for today's session. I'm opening house for the questions. So if you have any question, you can ask me. With the signature in the app, so basically, like when we sign the application, like when you build a module, when you build this application, so at that time, if we are using a older version, so it may create an issue. So like for doing a v3 signature, it's recommended. So just I recommend you to just go on internet a little bit and search on it, because it's a big one. Okay.
Students, if you have any questions, please ask. Oh, sir, I think we can wrap.
Okay. No, sir, thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone, for this nice session. Thank you so much. Bye bye, take care.
Thank you for your time, sir.
Thank you, sir.